it's stuck on loading. It's just blank.
Okay.
Now I can see it.
Just a second.
Yep.
Just a second. I will fix it. Now it would load, inshallah. There are some, actually, internet has not yet recovered. I'm taking classes by morning, but yes, now is it shared? Do you see that?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that the topic 10 electricity. Okay, that's fine. If it is shared, then Alhamdulillah. Okay, so starting with that question, actually, this question is related to your current and electricity analysis topic. That is October number 18 question. Okay, paper, I think paper 3-1. There are some questions which are related to your hard papers, and some one are from the easy one. So this is from variant 1. Sorry, variant 3. Okay, so a 9-volt battery is connected to a 12 ohm resistor in series with a wire P. There is a wire, and in that, along with the wire, there is 120 ohm resistor is there, and there is battery is 9 volt. So this all information is important for you. And this is 120 ohm resistor along with the voltmeter. State the energy change that is taking place in the circuit. So actually, the question starts right from here, but we will move on for the current and electricity topic. So which energy change is taking place in the circuit? Is there any suggestion? Which energy does this battery possess?
Chemical.
Chemical.
Here, yes, you have chemical energy here, or you can say non-electrical energy. Is it?
Yes.
Yeah. And actually, in this wire would get heat up. That means that it would have some heat energy, okay, or thermal energy. And you can also say that the resistor is having current through, so there is a sort of electrical energy. So what form of energies did I mention? That is, the non-electrical energy of the battery is converted into electrical energy of the charges flowing through the resistor, and thermal energy of the wire which is get heating up. ठीक है, so आप लिखोगे non-electrical energy of battery. One mark for this one. Converted to what? Converted to thermal energy of wire. Thermal energy of wire plus the electrical energy of the electrical energy of charges. That's it. Right?
So
Is
is
there
it
any question or any confusion in that one? In that first point?
is it
Is it all
necessary to
clear?
mention the heat energy?
Thermal, because in the wire it is the heat would be produced. That's why the question is asked. Or otherwise, if you will write that non-electrical energy of the battery is converted into electrical energy of the charges, that would fine, but it would not give you complete 2 marks. We have
Oh,
to discuss that in detail. Okay.
okay.
Okay, the next is, this is the entire area where we have to discuss that. The reading of the voltmeter is 2.4 volts. So you have seen that this reading is 2.4 volt, and calculate the current in 120 ohm resistor. I told you during the discussion, Ans and uh, yes, Noor, and rest of other students, because I believe that you people have you people did this in the last week. The voltages across these are how much? 2.4 volts, is it? And what is the resistance of this circuit? A resistance of this resistor, 120 ohm. So you know, if I calculate I, what I need V and R, is it now? Because we used to IR, is it? So voltages are available for me, resistance is available, so I would simply write 2.4 divided by 120. So I will be thankful if you people will have some correct calculations for me. 2.4
Zero
divided by
point zero
120.
two ampere.
Yes, 0.02 ampere is the current flowing in this. So you have to be very careful about the answers as well, because there is two significant figures here in the data, two significant figures here in the data. So your answer should not exceed more than two significant figures, because these significant figures are here. So 0.02 is the perfect answer available here. You people can also write 0.020 ampere. There are only two significant figures here, not three. So you can have that both answers acceptable. Then potential difference across the wire. This is one more question. So which idea you need here, that wire will have some voltages or potential difference across that. Ab dekho, what is given to you? You have 9 volts here, 2.4 volts are dropped across this resistor, and in series combination, as I told you, that the voltages are divided, isn't it? That is why the series combination has got the potential divider. So there are 9 volts, there is one 2.4 volt across this one, and this is the wire. So how to calculate that? 9 minus 2.4, is it?
Yes.
ऐसे ही होगा ना? It is 9 minus 2.4, so your answer should be
6.6.
6 points.
6.6 volt. Is this all clear to everyone?
Not really.
Okay, just go to the series circuits, and where is the space available? Okay, here is the space. I'm going to draw the circuit. Just see, there are two parts or two components. Instead of this resistor, you have a wire, isn't it? ये wire है
Yeah.
ना लगी हुई. This is wire P, and this is your 120 ohm resistor. So what was the voltage drop across this 120 ohm resistor? 2.4 volts.
2.4.
Is it?
Yes. Yes.
Mariam, is it clear? And what is the total voltage is available?
9.
9 volt. So in series circuits, did you know that V1 plus V2 is equals to V total? Is it? So total voltages are 9 volt. Let me call it V1 and let me call it V2. V1 is unknown. What about V2? It is 2.4. So V1 will be what? 9 minus 2.4, which is 6.6 volt. Is this clear to all?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Everyone? Any doubt in that one?
No, no, doctor.
Okay, well done. So now this is that part. Then resistance of wire P. As I told you, that make a clear concept of that. Clear concept for any component. If you have its V, its I, you can calculate R. If you have its R, I, you can calculate V, and vice versa. But all the values should be of the same component. It is not like कि आपके पास values, I mean, you cannot use the values of any other. That's it. It is very simple rule. For every component in electricity, V, I, and R will be used for its own. That's it. That's it. So देखो, how many voltages values you have? You have three voltage values here. 9 volt भी है आपके पास. You have 2.4 volt as well. You have 6.6 volt as well. Right? But the problem is, across the wire you have 6.6 volts. So this is its V. Okay. And the important thing you have to deduce from the calculations, that this resistor and this uh, wire, they are in series with each other, isn't it? So will they have the same current?
Yes.
Yes.
Exactly. So when they will have same current, I will simply say that current in 120 ohm resistor is 0.002 ampere. So same would go through that one. So I will just yani consider my values, that V across wire P is equals to 6.6 volt, and current in that wire P is 0.02 ampere. So out of 3 you got two values from for that component. So isn't it very easy now that resistance of P is equals to voltage across P divided by current across P. So you have 6.6 divided by 0.02. So what answer should I get?
330 ohms.
Yes, yes. Two people
330
should be, at
ohms.
least two people should be
330.
at 330 ohm. Is it all clear to everyone?
Yes.
Yes. Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
what did you learn from here? That V is equals to IR is the basic key formula for every calculation, but it varies with component to component, and you have to take care of the values when you are using different components. So I believe that it would be very helpful for you. अब आप देखो, there is a question, superb question. This is the question related to resistivity. Wire P has the diameter D and length L. The second piece of wire Q is made from the same material P. The diameter of wire Q is 0.5 times D, I mean half of the diameter, and length is 5 times. Calculate the resistance of wire Q. You are awarded 4 marks for this calculation, yani for this question. Okay, so I need a empty page here. Is there yani missing in the class? Everyone is in the class or not?
Sir, Ariba.
Ariba is not there.
Yes, sir. I don't know why
Okay,
she's not here.
Yeah.
okay. Let's check. एक मैसेज कर दो जरा ग्रुप में, या अरीबा को टैग कर दो. मैं जब तक इस क्वेश्चन को हैंडल कर लूं. Okay. Yes, this was the question. So I will discuss that question. Annie, why I put that all in the blank page? Because that question needs some detailed discussion. अब देखो, that is a wire P has a diameter D. Wire there is a wire. Yes, Ans. Any question? Solution of that is we have a wire P. This wire, its diameter. This is wire P. Its diameter is D and its length is L. This is your wire P, and its resistance is, you have calculated 330 ohm. Is it? Is this all clear?
Yes.
Okay. There is another wire whose diameter is half of that and length is 5 times. So I could not draw 5 times length, but I will show you that it is 5 times longer. So this is your diameter of wire 1, this is length of wire 1. So I will just write this, that this is diameter of wire 2 is how much? 0.5 times of diameter of wire 1. Is it? Is this all clear to everyone? And what about the length of wire 2? Length of wire 2 is 5 times length of wire 1. So that is what we have the information. And what do we need? We need the resistance of wire 2. Is it all clear?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yes.
Okay, now there is game behind this all, and that game is we must know about the factors affecting the resistance, and that is resistance is directly proportional to length and inversely proportional to area. This was one of the formula. Is this Anis, are you aware of this formula, beta?
No.
Okay. Actually, when we came to know about the factors affecting the resistance in the wires, resistance is directly proportional to length of the wire. Longer the wire, more will be the length, more will be the resistance, and then resistance is inversely proportional to thickness of the wire. Actually, this area means thickness. Okay, that area means thickness of the wire. So we just read one point about that, that long and thick wires, sorry, long and short wires are thick wire, long and thin wires, sorry, long and thin wires have more resistance, isn't it? Just keep this point in your mind. Now, I will make a formula from these two factors, and that is R is proportional to L and inversely proportional to A. So I can move on that if I just rewrite this all, I can say that R is equals to resistivity L divided by A. This resistivity is basically a constant here I have inducted, but that constant means this is the property of the material. It is called resistivity. What do we call it?
Resistivity?
Resistivity. Yes. Any question till that point?
No, sir. Sir, but doesn't it look like the density sign?
Yeah, it looks like, but we have to take care of this because density of the wire is wire has nothing to do with current
Sir,
electricity
like,
formulas.
sir, what is the difference? I mean,
The difference between density is density and resistivity is resistivity.
no,
They
I
are
mean the
represented by the
symbol.
same symbol. Yeah, symbols are same. So don't get indulged. Actually, देखो, when this formula will, yani this sign will be sandwiched by resistance, length, and area, or something like that, electrical quantities, it means that it is resistivity. But when it is connected with your mass and volumes type things, especially mass, because length and area are also included in the density. But especially when mass is considered, then it would be density. And moreover, it would be told to you that, okay, this is density. Okay, but here this is not density. This is what? Resistivity. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Now, yes. So you have to recall this equation now. First of all, I would request you all that just recall this equation, rho L divided by A. This is that equation which will help you out a lot. And there are so many MCQs which would be solved by this. In this equation, the area is mentioned, but you know that in the wires, the area of cross section. This is the area of cross section, right? What is that? This is the area of cross section. So area of cross section is actually dependent upon diameter, isn't it? So if I say that this is diameter, then what will be the area of this section? This one. Area is equals to pi r square, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So this is the radius. This is what? This is that radius. What about the relation between radius and diameter? So can I say that diameter is 2 times of the radius? Or can I say that radius is half of diameter? Is it believable or not?
Yes.
Okay. So I can make a substitution here, that is R is equal to D by 2 whole square. So you can get it that pi D square divided by 4 is basically the formula for your area of cross section. So please keep this point in your mind. You have to recall this formula because that is in maths, I think, that area is equals to pi d square divided by 4. If diameter is given to you and you can find the area in this way, pi d square divided by 4. So just replacing this all, R is equals to rho L divided by, instead of area I'm just using this, it's substitution, pi d square divided by 4. So this all would be shifted upward. I mean only 4, not all. So I will get that r is equals to 4 rho l divided by pi d square. Although this is hard to recall this equation, but you have no choice. Okay, recall it. And when you are going to recall it, the major part of this equation, I will let you know that in this part, you people would have a lot of, you know, information or a lot of convenience, that resistance is directly proportional to length and resistance is inversely proportional to square of diameter. What did you learn from this equation? Did you learn these 2 points from here now? And these 2 points from this equation, that resistance is directly proportional to length and inversely proportional to area of cross section. So can I say that if length is multiplied by 2, resistance will be multiplied by 2. If area is multiplied by 2, resistance would be divided by 2. And if diameter is multiplied by 2, resistance will be divided by
4.
4. Yes, because it is square of diameter. Square of diameter mean when you will make diameter double, resistance would have an effect 4 times. Is it?
Oh yeah, I get it.
Yes, Ans, is it clear, beta?
Yes, yes, yes.
Ans, Zainab, Mariam, Khadija, and तुम्हारा नाम नूर याद होते तो टाइम लेगा. Yes, Noor. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Very good. So here you have these two things to be considered. Length and diameter है ना आपके पास. So if it is said in the given question, your length is 5 times, it means resistance would be multiplied by 5 times, isn't it? This is for question. And when diameter is divided by 2, right? Because diameter is divided by 2 na, in that wire.
Um,
So
yeah.
resistance would be multiplied by 4. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
दोबारा it is very important. If you people would just overlook that, it would make problem for me also, not for you only. It would make a problem for me also. So in the question, what was data given? Yes, what was the data? I'm going to show you the question again. That is, here is the question. Now, after compiling all these concepts, I believe that you people would be able to answer this question by yourself. So, what is the resistance of wire P? It is 330 ohm, right? So, if length is multiplied by 5, okay, then resistance will be multiplied by 5. So, here you will write the logic, because resistance is directly proportional to length. And if I say that new resistance will be, so new resistance will be how much? 330 times 5. So what would be the answer? 1650.
Yes.
Okay. This is the resistance, increase in the resistance due to length. I'm going to mention this, that new resistance due to length. So when the length has been increased, the resistance have this impact. Now I will talk about the diameter. In case of diameter, if diameter is divided by 2, check karo na, it is said that diameter is divided by 2. 0.5 matlab kya hota hai? Divided by 2. Is it clear to all?
Yes.
So if
Yes.
diameter is divided by 2, you can simply say that resistance is multiplied by 4. So when resistance is multiplied by 4, and here you will write the logic, because resistance is inversely proportional to square of diameter. That is why you are doing that one. That diameter is divided by 2 and resistance would be multiplied by 4. So new resistance will be, what would be the new resistance then? New resistance will be 1650 times 4. So what will be the total answer now?
6600.
6600 ohm. Is it clear to all?
So why can't we
Yes,
do
sir.
8 times 2?
Times 2 or times 4?
It says in the question, no, that diameter is multiplied by 2.
Mm-hmm. Multiplied by 2 nahi hai. Diameter is multiplied by 0.5.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Is it?
Gee. And then we
So
Mhm.
you can write in this way. Or in other words, you can write in this way. The diameter becomes half.
Okay.
Is it clear? Ans, is it clear, beta? Ans, Zainab, Mariam, Khadija.
Sir, what did you
Uh,
just do?
I just finished the question.
No, I'm saying the diameter. What did you do with the diameter?
Diameter half. Yes, just check it. ये देखो. The new diameter is 0.5 times the previous one. तो आपने क्या किया? 0.5 times का मतलब क्या होता है? Half ना?
Hmm.
Yes. So I just analyzed that diameter 2 is half of diameter 1. That's it. So that means if diameter is divided by 2, your resistance would be multiplied by
4.
4. तो जो आपका आंसर आया था ना लास्ट पे, just see that. Can in the resistance due to length is 5 times. आप ये भी कर सकते हो. देखो, there is another way. There are 2, 3, 4 approaches in that. As resistance is directly proportional to length, so it will be increased by 5 times. Is it?
Yes.
This is your logic number 1. I mean, information number 1. Secondary, as resistance is inversely proportional to square of diameter, that's why what will happen?
Sure, it will
So
be decreased by no
yes,
4 times.
so resistance will, no, just a second. So बल्कि यहाँ ऐसे कर लेते हैं. There is one more point I want to add here. Resistance directly proportional to length. As length is increased by 5, increased 5 times. Length increased 5 times. Is it? Do you agree? Length increased 5 times. So there will be an increase in the resistance 5 times. Is it?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. अब हम लोग इस पे करते हैं. As resistance is inversely proportional to diameter, so as diameter is increased by 0.5 times, ठीक है. अब increase by 0.5 times means either write this or write this is decreased 2 times.
So how is it decreased 2 times?
It becomes half. In either you can write diameter becomes half.
No, I get to the point that it is increased by 0.5. But from that
हाँ
sense, how is it
0.5 इंक्रीज
decreased
हुआ
by
ना,
2?
ठीक है, यानी if something is increasing by 0.5 times, so mean logically isn't it decreasing by 2? Numerically देखो ना जरा. Okay, I'm inserting a new page to make it clear. Just no worries at all. यही तो क्वेश्चन था जो आप लोगों के साथ डिस्कस करने के लिए मैंने इतना अर्ली इसको स्क्रीन पे लगाया है. देखो, when you say that distance is multiplied by yani I will just give you a simple example and then I will go back to that. There is another third method, उस पे भी मैं आऊंगा. Resistance is inversely proportional to diameter ना, ठीक है. अब देखो,
Mm.
resistance is inversely proportional to diameter, तो इसका मतलब ये हुआ it is 0.5 times, ठीक है, it's square. So what about the resistance?
Can't
It would
see your
become
screen.
0.25 the. Is my screen visible?
Yes, now it is.
Okay, so is it clear that it would be 0.25 times?
Yes.
Okay, so when you will say that it is 0.25 times, so 0.25 times is actually 1/4. Are you getting
Mm.
my point?
Yes.
As 0.5 is 1/2, it is 1/4. So numerically, it is same as if you say that if diameter is multiplied by 0.5, it is same as diameter is divided by 2. ठीक है. And if you say the resistance is multiplied by 0.25, okay, so it is same as resistance is divided by 4. तो ये बात याद रखनी है, इसमें आप लोगों को mean I would prefer कि don't go to the points. If you go to the points, use this formula जो मैंने उस दिन बताया था, the master equation. I'm going to write a master equation here. This is actually approach number 3 for this question. This approach is sorry for ignoring you all when I was discussing with Mariam. Is there any other question from any other student? Or should I apply third approach?
Sure, it's fine. You can apply the third approach.
Okay. So I was discussing that resistance is equal to, yeah, resistance is directly proportional to length and it was inversely proportional to square of diameter, right? So I have given you a master equation for that. When you are going to make it in this way, that resistance is equals to, let's say this is k is a mathematical constant, right? Don't get confused in that because I'm not using that k. That's why I will just cut it down. तो मैंने क्या किया, r is equals to l by d, यानी it is k times. So for example, for wire 1, what will be that? K will remain same, length will be l1, d will be d1 square, and for resistance यानी wire 2, resistance will be r2, k will remain same but length will be l2 and diameter will be d2 and its square. Is it? Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
This is general equation. Anas, beta, is it clear to you also or not? Because that is new for you.
Sir, I don't think he's in the meeting. I think he left.
Oh my God. अच्छा, ठीक है ठीक है. तो तुम लोग पहले मुझे बताओ ना, मैं इतनी देर से सोच रहा हूँ कि यार उस बच्चे को नहीं समझ आ रही, because almost every one of us knew these all. Okay, I will come across that point. अब आप देखो, I will divide these two equations. When I will divide these two equations, actually, I will get that R1 divided by R2 is equals to K L1 divided by D1 का square and whole divided by K L2 divided by D2 square. Is it?
Yes.
R2 divided by R1 divided by R2 is equals to, above देखो, it is fraction over fraction form. So K L1 divided by D1 square multiplied by D2 square divided by K into L2. Agreed?
Yes.
Yes.
K on. तो आपके पास बाकी क्या बच गया? You are left with R1 divided by R2 is equals to L1 divided by L2 into D2 divided by D1. इसके ऊपर भी स्क्वायर है, इसके ऊपर भी स्क्वायर है, so you will get L1 divided by L2 into D2 divided by D1 whole square. That's it. You have to recall this equation, master equation. So
Sir, I
I
have
will
a
just,
question.
yes, come up with the question.
In the can you scroll down?
Just a second. L1 divided by L2 into D2 divided by D1. If it is diameter, then just take square. And if it is only area, then your master equation would be read in this way: R1 divided by R2 equals L1 divided by L2 into A2 divided by A1. That's it. No squaring. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Yes. Ab
Sir,
पूछिए बेटा.
my question. Can you scroll up a little bit?
हम्म. दोबारा बोलें.
Can you scroll up a little bit?
Okay. ये लीजिए. Yeah. Where is your question? हेलो. मरियम कुछ पूछ रही है?
Sir, you can't hear me?
No. I swear.
Uh,
हाँ अब बोलो.
can you hear me now?
Yes, yes, yes. I can now.
Yeah. I was saying that the thing that you wrote with the black and red color, that R1 by R2 is equals to L1 by D1 into D2 by L2. How did it happen to
हम्म.
be L1 by L2 into D2 by D1 in the second step?
तो मैथ्स कितने अरसे से पढ़ रही हो तुम?
Hello.
हाँ.
I'm really weak at that, so don't judge me on this, my
कोई
math
मसला
skills,
कोई
please.
मसला नहीं है पुत्र. इतनी वीक तुम कभी बाय गॉड नहीं हो सकती कि मैं अगर लिखूं 3 into 4 डिवाइडेड बाय 5 into 6 और इसको मैं अगर ऐसे कर दूं 3 divided by 6 और इंटू में कर दूं क्या?
4 by 5. Acha, I got it. I got it.
पुत्र
Okay,
ये
I got
थोड़ा बहुत
confused with
तो
the variable. Sorry.
कोई इशू नहीं है. ठीक है. इट विल गिव यू द सेम नंबर एज 6 into 5. सही है.
Yes.
Okay. So, what is it called? It is commutative property of multiplication. जैनब ऐसे ही है ना?
Sure. Math. Everything's kind of over the place right now.
क्यों? What happened? मास्टर
Maybe.
इक्वेशन तो तुम लोगों को मैंने पिछले लेसन में याद कराई थी पुत्र. It was just
No.
due to that guy because he was not यानी noun to that. तो इसलिए मैंने दोबारा ये इक्वेशन डिराइव करवाइए, अदरवाइज मतलब मैंने तो डायरेक्ट डायरेक्ट फॉर्मूला लगाना था एंड
सर
अभी तो
लास्ट
मैं
सेशन में
F16
बड़ी
पे जा
अच्छी
रहा हूँ।
डिराइव समझ आ गई थी, इस सेशन में पता नहीं क्या हुआ।
आ गई है ना, वेरी गुड। अभी ओके देखो, मैंने आपको ये बताया था कि R1 इज डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू लेंथ एंड यानी R इज डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू लेंथ एंड R इज इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल टू डायमीटर ना, स्क्वायर ऑफ डायमीटर। तो आप क्या कर दो, व्हेन यू आर मेकिंग द रेशियो ऑफ R1 एंड R2, जस्ट कीप वन थिंग पॉइंट इन योर माइंड, which are directly proportional, keep them in front, L1, ठीक है, एंड R2 के सामने क्या लिख दोगी, L2, दैट्स इट। नो डेरिवेशन इज इंक्लूडेड इन योर सिलेबस, सो नो नीड टू डिराइव इट। और ये मैथ दिमाग के ना कोई मतलब 10-20 बिट्स जो है ना, इस पे जाया नहीं करने तुम लोगों ने। L1 डिवाइड बाय L2 इनटू, देखो व्हाट इज द डायमीटर, डायमीटर इनवर्स है ना, so R1 के सामने क्या आ जाएगा, इट वुड बी, एंड इट वुड बी D1 होल स्क्वायर, दैट्स इट।
यस गॉट इट।
मेरा बेटा आपने याद करना है, डिराइव मैंने करवाना था, रिकॉल इट, ठीक है।
ओके
इज दिस क्लियर टू ऑल?
Yes,
अब
यस।
Yes,
मेरा
sir.
बेटा apply that formula in this one. You now you need R of Q and you have been given with R of P, and that is equal to what? That is equals to, मैं क्या लिखूंगा, L Q divided by L P, is it na?
P. Yes.
Yeah, very good. And then what about diameters?
Uh,
Diameters are inversely proportional, so diameter of P would be written at the top and
DP
diameter of
DQ.
at the bottom. So just take square on both sides. I mean top and bottom. तो आपके पास क्या हो जाएगा? Length of wire Q is 5L. And what about length of wire P? L. Am I right?
yes.
Yes.
Diameter of wire P is D. And what about the diameter of wire Q? 0.5D.
1.5D.
Enjoy the answer now. L को कैंसिल कर दीजिए, D को भी कैंसिल कर दीजिए, and take out your calculators and give me the number. This is your
2.5. No.
पुत्र,
Two,
गलती करने का चांस नहीं है जिंदगी में अब,
6.25.
किसी सूरत नहीं। इट
नहीं?
इज 5 डिवाइडेड बाय
अच्छा हाँ,
0
no no no
पॉइंट,
no sorry.
पुत्र इतनी सॉरी करोगी तो यकीन मन, मुझे तो अब आंसर याद हो गया, इट वुड बी 20।
Uh,
तो रेजिस्टेंस ऑफ Q डिवाइडेड बाय 330 इक्वल्स टू 20। तो आपके पास रेजिस्टेंस ऑफ Q क्या हो गया, रेजिस्टेंस ऑफ Q इज 330 times 20, so which is basically 6600 ohm. That's it. अब बताओ, इज इट क्लियर?
yes.
सबको क्लियर हो गया? जैनब अब आप बताओ पुत्र, ये वो क्या कह रही थी तुम, आई हैव अ प्लान मूविंग अहेड, क्या था वो सेंटेंस?
No, sir. I said everything was kind of over the place.
ओ, अब
Sure, it's good. It's fine now.
सो मेरा बेटा IGCSE 3 में आके ऐसे क्वेश्चन के साथ वास्ता पड़ता है हमारा, ठीक है।
ठीक है,
हाँ,
sir.
तो अब आप लोगों ने देखो, सिंपली याद रखना, मैं जो अभी सारी चीज इस पूरी डिस्कशन के ऊपर मैंने एक क्वेश्चन मैंने आप लोगों को 4 पेजेस पे कराया है यार, इट्स नॉट अ जोक, मतलब यहाँ से मैंने शुरू करा था, ये देख रहे हो। अब आपको इसमें सारे में सिर्फ एक पॉइंट जो मैं चाह रहा हूँ कि एवरीवन शुड नाउ अबाउट दैट, जो मैंने आपको रेजिस्टेंस और डायमीटर का बताया। देखो ये 20 आंसर कैसे आया, because length was increased by 5, so resistance was increased by 5, diameter was decreased by 2, so resistance is increased by 4, so overall impact क्या हो गया इसका, ओवरऑल इम्पैक्ट इस पूरी चेंज का क्या हुआ? that resistance would be increased by 20 times ना. That's it. Perfectly stated sentence है ये. तो अगर resistance आपकी 20 times हो गई तो इसका मतलब resistance of Q is how much? 330 into 20. So you will get the same answer, 6600 ohm. That's it.
So practically, this question should be at least a 5 or 6 mark question.
Never ever in the history of IGCSE 3 ये क्वेश्चन 4 नंबर का ही है और 4 का ही बनता है. बेसिकली आपको एग्जामिनर कितना सपोर्ट करता है मैं आपको बताता हूँ. इफ यू हैव डन बाय दिस मेथड यू विल स्कोर ऑल द मार्क्स. इफ यू आर डन बाय दिस मेथड यू विल स्कोर ऑल द मार्क्स. तो ये हर क्वेश्चन ऐसे ऐसे सॉल्व होगा ना. ये देखो 4 नंबर तो यहाँ आते हैं ना बच्चे. ये तो मैंने सारा समझाया ना तुम लोगों को. ये तो मतलब होना ही नहीं चाहिए था. ये वाला भी नहीं होना चाहिए था. यस अब आप देखो या दिस वन. अगर आप लोग ये कर रहे हो this point this point this point you will score 4 marks. So is it difficult? अगर आप इवन ये भी कर लेते हो तब भी आपको नंबर मिलेंगे. नहीं यहाँ मैंने सॉल्व नहीं किया, मैंने जस्ट समझाया था. यहाँ से आप लोगों को बताया. इज इट क्लियर टू ऑल ना? इसमें कोई कंफ्यूजन तो
Yes.
नहीं. खदीजा किधर है? खदीजा आर यू देयर?
So I don't think she's there.
अरे यार ये छोड़ के क्यों चले जाते हैं बीच में. मैं बोलता रहता हूँ बच्चे छोड़ के चले जाते हैं. जस्ट मैं आइंदा मोबाइल भी अपने पास रखूंगा. मैं साथ में कॉल भी करूंगा आप लोगों के घर में जो बच्चा छोड़ के चला जाए. ठीक है.
Oh well, fine.
Okay. See you then inshallah.
Sir,
ठीक है चलो.
also, when are we going to have the class, the missed class?
जब जिंदगी ने दोबारा मौका दिया ना तो इंशाल्लाह तुम्हारी क्लास हो जाएगी. तुम परेशान नहीं करो. आई विल शेड्यूल. तुम क्लास के दौरान तो पढ़ती नहीं हो. जो मिस्ड क्लास होती है उसके बारे में तुम्हें बड़ी टेंशन हो रही है.
क्या मतलब नहीं पढ़ती?
अम्मी को बताने दो मुझे. मैं जस्ट सेव कर लो ना 1 मिनट.
Allah, I was so active. This is ये जाती
अच्छा
है मुझे नहीं पता.
अच्छा ठीक है कोई मसला नहीं. मजाक कर रहा हूँ. एवरीवन हैज पार्टिसिपेटेड वेरी वेल अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह. और आप लोग सारे इसी तरह देखो. मतलब ये वन वे ट्रैफिक वाली क्लास नहीं रखना चाह रहा मैं कि बस मैं बोलता रहूं तुम लोग माइट म्यूट पे करके सुनते रहो. नो, आई वांट एवरीवन टू बी इन द क्लास. तो जब सारे लोग इन होंगे तो डेफिनेटली देयर वुड बी डिस्कशन एट ऑल. आप लोग कोशिश करें सारे डिस्कशन करें. एंड यस मरियम अच्छी डिस्कशन करती है, पार्टिसिपेट करती है क्लास में. तो सब लोगों का पार्टिसिपेशन अच्छा है आज. बल्कि मैंने पहली बात है मैं सभी से पूछता ही रहता हूँ ऐसे यार क्या करते हो तुम लोगों का क्या रिजल्ट आया. सो इन दैट वे अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह आप लोग अच्छा कर लोगे. अच्छा मैं ये भेज भी रहा हूँ आपको. करंट इलेक्ट्रिसिटी सॉल्यूशंस.
Question.
हाँ
Should you
जी
have
बोलिए.
the text notes of electricity?
कौन से नोट? सॉरी दोबारा बोले.
वो जो आप टाइप करते हैं.
हाँ हाँ यस यस. आई थिंक आई हैव सेंट अ नोट. मैं दोबारा सेंड कर लेता हूँ.
नहीं वो नहीं किया.
आई विल चेक इट आउट.
PPT send
ओके आई
किया.
विल चेक इट आउट. ओके आई विल सेंड इट.
So also, sir, you've been stopped uploading this stuff in the drive.
यार ड्राइव बस मतलब सारी साइड्स पे नहीं काम होता पता है. दैट इज
अच्छा.
प्रॉब्लमेटिक.